What's up, guys? Welcome to the show. So I figured I'd make this video talk about this year's up-and-coming Wrestlemania. Usually I always make a video to talk about Wrestlemania. I figured what the hell, might as well make it right now. But I am super not excited for this year's Wrestlemania. This year's Wrestlemania is totally random and just seems like it was just thrown together last minute. There was doesn't seem like there was really any real preparation for it. There doesn't really seem any, real hype behind it. Like, it was just thrown together last minute. We need a WrestleMania card. Screw it. There you go. Like, they even destroyed the one really good matchup that they actually had. One matchup that I was actually even really excited for. That one matchup was, of course, Edge versus Roman Reigns for the Universal title. That matchup could have been so good, but instead they destroyed it by randomly throwing Daniel Bryan into that matchup, making that matchup a triple threat matchup. Sorry about that, guys. But anyway, they just completely destroyed that matchup. They had Edge win the Royal Rumble. They did such a good job up on that matchup with the storyline, with the lead up. It was so beautiful. It was going to be such a great matchup. And then they just completely destroyed it by throwing Daniel Bryan into the mix. And it just destroyed that matchup completely. The one matchup that they should have actually made a triple threat match that they didn't was the World Heavyweight title matchup. It would have been awesome to see Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus. That would have been a hell of a great matchup. That would have been the matchup to make a triple threat matchup, not destroy Edge's whole Royal Rumble win by making it a triple threat matchup. They just completely destroyed that. Completely destroyed that matchup. Completely destroyed the Royal Rumble win. Just completely destroyed it, 100%. If they wanted to do a triple threat match, they should have done the World Heavyweight title matchup. Sheamus, McIntyre, Lashley. That would have been such a great matchup. I mean, I'm super not hyped for Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. This is going to be such a bad WrestleMania. The only one halfway decent matchup, which is super, super predictable, is Fiend versus Orton. That's super, super predictable matchup. But, I mean, it's the only, halfway decent matchup on that card. The rest are just completely garbage. I mean, Riddle versus Sheamus. Sheamus versus Riddle for the United States title. Really? You just threw that matchup together, a week ago. And it's just hey, it's 2 weeks away to WrestleMania. We need him to defend his title. Screw it. Just throw Sheamus in. Fuck it. That was so dumb. It's 95% of these matches leave me scratching my head going, really? Really? You have Bad Bunny versus The Miz? Really? Come on, man. This is just such a bad WrestleMania card. This is so horrible. There's not one decent matchup. The one great matchup that they had that could have been legendary, could have gone down in the books as being, the matchup of the night, could have been Reigns versus Edge, but they just completely killed it. To me, this is such a bad WrestleMania. I'm so not looking forward to it. I'm so not looking forward to any of the matches. This is just come on, man. Really? You have a year to plan it. I thought you guys did a whole thing where you do a year and you usually build up good matches and you usually have decent storylines, but I mean, you just totally killed it this year. Just totally destroyed it and made it the worst WrestleMania ever. Do you not agree with me? Let me know in the comment section if you agree that this is going to be the worst WrestleMania ever. I know I think I actually even said last year's, but last year's was actually pretty good considering the second night was a little bit much for me. But the second night I was kind of man, the second night wasn't really that good last year. Last year I found the first night to be really good. The second night was kind of meh. It wasn't really very good at all. This year, I mean, again, it's probably going to be the same thing. Second night's probably going to be complete shit. But the first night's going to be complete shit too, though. Look at the matches. The matches are so retarded. What do you have again? I think, again, you have, Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn or something like that for the 100,000th time. We haven't seen that match a million times already. You really need to throw it into a WrestleMania match? Really? Come on. That's all I got to say about that. It's going to be horrible. Horrible. Comment, subscribe, whatever.